Hey guys, JJ here. Talking a little bit about Facebook 101 and networking, what this group does, what who we are, and what we got going on. Um, I'm going to talk about a number of things, but first I'm going to bring in a couple of people that are in the group, and we're going to do a gallery view of a Zoom call. And we've got Saul Viana from Minnesota with us. We've got Nicholas Carlson from Tennessee, and we have Rafael Orozco from Central California. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey there.
Great. Thanks
Excellent.
for
Happy
having
to be
us.
here.
Cool. So Raphael's been with the group for a while. You see what we do is we put the name up, the phone number, we put the location for where we're at, and now I'm going to modify the screen for both of you. Which one are you sub to? Nicholas, you are?
Yep.
Okay, so now as a host, I can click on rename. I'm gonna that spot between your name and your number, I'm just gonna fill up with a peace sign. I'll
Nice.
call that the Pace Morby peace sign. Right? And
Mhm.
then for Saul, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come down here. So I want to take characters out to be less distracting to the eye. So I'm taking out that dash between the name and where you're at. And the three spaces between your name and your number being space and the dash and space, I'm going to fill up with just the gator. Right. So everybody on the calls, we see our name. We have a visual distinction between our name and our number. After our number is our location. When we want people to connect with us, we want them as quickly as possible. See our name, see our number. That's where we want to go. When I'm meeting people at events, I want their name and their number. What do I get after that when I'm putting their number in my phone? Oh, by the way, what should you state and zip code? It's going to help me remember people more information I have, and if I'm not finding out where they live, then what am I doing with the hundreds of thousands of people I'm meeting, right? So you want to basically you can have a CRM eventually, right? And you're going to keep track of all the information when you meet people. You want to get email addresses. You want to get a phone number. I'm going to tell you when you send a friend request out, always send a message along with it to introduce yourself. It could be do you guys have iPhones or Androids?
Phones.
iPhone.
Okay. With that, you could use your notes, and I use my notes from there on my phone and on my computer, as you know. Do you guys have PCs or do you have Macs?
PC.
Mac.
Okay. Now with a PC, do you know that you can access the cloud from your desktop computer, Saul?
Yes, I know I can, but I haven't done that before.
Okay. I'm going to share something with you guys right now, talking about your devices because I think it's kind of important. Okay. I'm going to a browser page on my computer, and I've gone to iCloud.com. And when I'm at iCloud.com, I can access certain things that are accessible on my phone. One of those are your notes, right? Your whole calendar is accessible here. Your contacts, photos. I put everything in the cloud. Anyhow, when you come to the contacts here, so generally I have a sub two thing here. I see some names, but I'll put the sub two logo next to somebody's name. I'll put the Gator logo next to somebody else's name. I might put into this Gator person's logo the word Gator down here. So when I have all my contacts up, I can search by Gator. I can also probably search by sub two. I could also probably search by sub two Tennessee. I could probably do the same thing, Gator, Minnesota. So you're going to have a database until you have a CRM. You could use your iPhone, right? So
Yeah.
that's just what I wanted to share. And the other part about using the iPhone is you come back to the cloud, here you have access to your notes. And I got a whole bunch of notes,
Hmm.
right? Zoom links. I have a note with just emojis on it, and I call it emojis. So I come back here and I can find the peace sign. I can find the gator, thumbs ups, different links, you know. And so
Hmm.
this is part of how you'll use your smartphone as a business tool. We all have a phone, but we can really use it in ways. It's going to be so important in social media. Just getting to the sites we need to get to, Facebook, right? um, but also Instagram, using these two together so that you're known in the community. Um, Everyone's doing the work. Only 10% of the people are visible. Why is this important? We pay into these communities, right? We get two things when this is where Nicholas and I left off. There are two things you get when you get in these communities. One is the actual education, and the other one is the community itself. And we all know from going to, high school, college, whatever education we've had, we all know how to study, at least the best we can. And we take our study skills to the curriculum. But the other part of what's being offered that we need to also utilize to our benefit is the community. And it said that the success of our business is predicated by the 5 or 6 people we engage with the most. What does that mean? These are business relationships. The strongest business relationship is a personal friendship. I will help anybody, but if you're my friend, I'm going to help you more. Now, what do you want as you venture out as a new real estate investor? I know what I wanted. I wanted help, right? People work with and help those that they know, like, and trust. We hear this. But when we're new, trust is very far down the line. Not that it should be core part of our who we are, but in interacting with others, it's about in the beginning about know and like, know, like, and trust, know and like. People cannot like you. This is the necessary step before trust. And for you to trust them and them to trust you. They cannot like you if they do not know you. They cannot know you if you're not visible. If you're not visible on social media, you're invisible. And if you're invisible, I promise you, opportunity will walk right past you. And what opportunity is that? We want the same exact opportunity, the opportunity to build relationships with successful people that will help us. Okay. Again, the success of our business is predicated by the 5 or 6 people we engage with the most. Right? We want those to be successful people. The best business relationship is personal friendship. How do we make this happen when someone might be in Central California or Minnesota or Tennessee? I'm in Southern California. I may never meet some of the people I network with, right? But the key is how do we leverage social media to build our network? Because it's through our network and how we present ourselves, how others see us, what our social media presentation is like, how well are we resonating with others is going to dictate how much people want to help us and work with us. So I will say that you will build these relationships by building rapport. You build rapport by discovering and marketing commonality. Oh my God, Nicholas is just like me. How do I know this? I went to his Facebook page. I think Saul's going to see that I'm just like him. How is he going to? He's going to come to my Facebook page. What is my presentation like? How am I presenting myself? What am I putting out there for my social media presentation? That's going to be the first thing people see about you. This is your personal Facebook page is your digital business. Quiet, my dog. My your personal Facebook page is your digital business card to the world. Telling people who you are. That's your first shot, right? First handshake. You need to make a good first impression. So you want to have a photo that allows people to see your face, not standing next to a car or a boat, and I see the shoes and the pants and the suit and the 5 other people in the photo. No, your profile photo should be like a company ID badge. People clearly see your face. So ideally, you want to be well lit. I just turn my light on. Um, but your profile photo should show your face. Essentially, you want to have name face recognition in your profile photo. You don't want to be JJ Azizian on Facebook, JJ buys houses on Instagram, Azizian the multifamily guy on LinkedIn. You want to have the same name across all social media platforms for continuity and presentation for how you present yourself. When it comes to the photo, and I'm going to show some photos here to some of my friends and hope they don't beat me up. Some of my friends' photos, when you click on that link, you're going to get two rows of photos. Rob Howdy, great photo. Clearly see his face. Zoe Guzman, clearly see his face. Lance Riggin, Richard Knowles, Mitch Roy, Bertie Nixick, great photo. Corey Gray, great, Calvert, Michael Manatsakanyan, Caleb Christopher. again, you want your profile photo to be like your digital business card, or excuse me, not digital business card, but you want to have this name face recognition clearly depicting your face with the photo so that let's ignore all this stuff right for a second. I'm going to click the link to my Instagram page. My Instagram page will have the same name and the same photo for continuity of presentation across both social media platforms. But the third one you're going to want to use, and possibly more, it's going to be LinkedIn. And again, I have the same name and the same face. I have continuity in presentation, name face recognition across all social media platforms for continuity. So you want to, I'm going to say, you don't want, and what am I posting on my page? Um, let's go there. More importantly, it's one of the things I talk about all the time. Forward. We want to build these relationships. We're going to build them by building rapport. We market and discover rapport by how we leverage Facebook to market ourselves. People see it, it's visible. And this is where we'll see commonality in things as simple as where you went to high school. Because they may have a family member that went there, or even in a different state. It's the same. I went to the same school, but in a different state. But it allows you to present commonality, right? Secondary education. If we come back in there to share a couple more things, and don't want to focus on it too much, but again, you want to have something on your cover photo. You want to have a clear face photo of yourself, headshot, name face recognition in the bio, which is the top part. If you click on bio, at a bio, you'll have an option for 101 characters. And I've put my website link, my business link for Always Capital, my lending company, and a big event we have coming up in June. But you can customize this. Down here, being an older dog, I've got a little bit of job experience. I put some of the companies I work for, Lowe's Home Improvement, Universal Studios, Walt Disney Studios, Hughes Aircraft Company. My real estate background, education. I'm never going to work at Sub 2 unless they hired me to work at Sub 2. So it should say studies. In this case, it says studied. I need to fix it.
Yeah.
You could put study Sub 2 creative real estate that paid in the free group at Pace Morby. Some people go, well, I'm not in Sub 2, I'm in Gator. Well, then you put studies Gator method at Pace Morby. Because you're in Gator, not in Step 2, you can still be in the free creative real estate group and go, hey, I'm studying creative real estate at Pace Morby. So then, Saul, you could fly the Gator logo and you could fly the Sub 2 logo, bringing some amount of color to your intro on your page. Some people are putting that they're studying network and branding at JJ Azizian. Don't have to. I am in Image Raising Private Money program. I am in Carl Allen's Deal Makers Protege program. I am a mastermind student with Sub 2. Now, some other people, as an example for others, some of the ladies are in the Women's Rain Network. Some people are top tier transaction coordinators with Pace Morby, or they're astro flipping at Jamil Damji, or Brent Daniels Talk to People group, Jen Conkey's multifamily, et cetera, et cetera. Where you went to college, secondary, junior college, college, university is commonality. Where you went to high school is commonality. Where you live, where you're from. I haven't lived in Chicago since I was 6 years old.
I'm from Chicago.
There you go, brother. There it is. Cubs, Bulls. I got to work with Michael.
Cubs.
I got to work with Michael Jordan. How cool is that?
Really?
I was in the film industry for many years. Yeah, it's the part where it says, right, where does it say that? Former producer, production manager, freelance film production. Yeah.
Nice.
And then down here, then you have your social medias, your Instagram, your LinkedIn. Get a YouTube channel, guys, put it in your name right away. So they don't, then you can put other links in here. What I want to specifically point out is when you have LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, you can make the tail end of those URLs be your name. So you have commonality across all platforms for the URL as well as your face and your name. And there are a couple other things in here that I share, and we'll get to all those later. So that's basically how you build out your personal page. When you meet someone at a live event and you go in there, there's a name, I'll just use the name of Abraham Gray. He's one of the most well-known people in Pace Morby Step 2 community. You'll go to events with people that are of recognition, people that have made themselves a name in the landscape of the investors. And you're going to want to meet those people. And when you go up to them, what you're going to want to do is build rapport. So a lot of new investors will tell me, well, I don't know anything. I don't have any experience. I haven't done a deal. I don't have any value. I don't want to say, I'm like, don't think of it that way. Think of the person you are within your family, providing for kids, nieces, nephews, grandparents, your parents' well-being. You're representing your family. You walk in with the confident person representing the family, not the person that thinks I don't know anything because I'm new. And what you really want to, when you're meeting successful investors, they're not just necessarily looking at talking to you because you're a successful investor. Because they know at these big meetings where you'll be meeting people, they're going to meet people that are new. And they're always going to be open to meeting people that are new because those people might come in as an intern. They may come in as become a protege, a mentee, or different types of names, an assistant, a volunteer, someone even on staff. But they're always looking and open-minded to meeting new people. So when they meet you, they're not going to really be measuring you by your real estate knowledge and your, interest and returns and ARVs and, whatever else. But how well do you resonate with them? Do you listen? What questions are you asking? You know, um, your attempt to build rapport is not going to be talking about interest rates and returns, right?
Yeah.
You want to find out what makes them go pitter pat, right? What's everybody's favorite topic is themselves. What's everybody's favorite name? Favorite word? It's their name. So as you talk to them, you constantly repeat their name. It's going to help you remember because you're looking at their face. Okay, I'm ingraining into my brain that this is Nicholas. This is Nicholas, right? And then what you want to talk to them about, you want to lead with the acronym Ford, like the automobile, FORD. What you want to talk about is family. We've all got parents, maybe kids, maybe we're married, maybe we're not, girlfriend, cousins, family gatherings, Christmas, birthday parties. You want to ask about family, O's for occupation. Some of us are full-time real estate investors, some of us are part-time investors. We may be doing something else. Might be a mechanic, might be a truck driver, might be a real estate agent. The third would be recreation. I post about sporting events I go to, ride my Harley Davidson. But these are things people may or may not see commonality with. We can talk about Cubs, Bulls, Bears. The fourth would be dreams for D. People will post, oh, I can't wait to get to Hawaii. I can't wait to go to Europe. You know, what someone's recreation may be somebody else's dream, but there's still commonality. If I come to a Facebook page and all I see is real estate, I am bored to tears. Show me the person. Right, I'm going to ask you this. Did you like everybody in high school? No. Did everybody like you? No. Right. So when we're out here learning, it's still an educational environment. Maybe not a school like we knew it. And, in life, not everyone's going to like us, and that's okay. What we need to do is we need to find the people that truly resonate with us, and those that we're going to look through, look for are the people that are visible in the community, right? We're not going to see people that aren't visible. But what do we want? We want to build relationships with people that can help us. So, of all the people that are out here in the landscape, all these students from different education uh, communities in total, um, the thousands, tens of thousands, millions of people studying real estate. 90% of them are invisible. Doesn't mean they're not doing the new student orientation or training, or they're not doing whatever education platforms of Kajabi or Discord that are out there. Um, there are YouTube videos, there are Zoom calls, there are even live events, right? All these things are great. They're all very valuable. We pay for them. But the real long-term value of what we do, the real power comes from the relationships we make. And if we're not making real life friendships with real life rock stars, people that are successful, we're not maximizing the opportunity that exists for us to take our business to as high as it can go. So this is all about your social media presentation. This is all about how people see you. This is all about how you present yourself, how to leverage Facebook's algorithm for activity to maximize your visibility, to enhance your opportunity for assistance from the community at large. It's not who you know. You know everybody in the room, but it's who knows you. You don't market your business, you market yourself. let me take you to my website. We're talking about a few of these little sayings here. Again, here's my Facebook page. I was at the Lakers' last playoff game. They lost to the Timberwolves. But what else did I have here? We got Steve Anderson, one of the new videos on my YouTube channel. My girlfriend and I at the game. What was the Dodger game? We were at the Dodger game before that. That afternoon we were at Dodger Stadium. So I got hit a home run. It was pretty cool. But when you come to my page, the very top of everything, we went through a number of things here. We went through work history, education, social media links, where we live, stuff. But the very top for me is my website, JJ Azizian. If you click on that, you guys may have seen this. This is a button to register for the group. And the reason being that if I'm going to add someone as a friend, I'm going to want their phone number and their email to put in my CRM. This is how it goes into my CRM. This is what allows me to communicate with, continue to be visible. Just down here while we're in it, we've got an event coming up for June. There's going to be a one-day event on lending with my buddies here, and we're having our third annual picnic as well. We record all our guest speakers twice a week. I speak on Thursdays on network and branding, but we have speakers coming up and um, all sorts of real estate related topics from different parts of the country, from people from different education platforms. Mangum is going to be speaking about the 1031 exchange. Here are some videos that are already recorded. And when these are recorded, they go to my YouTube channel. Got over 300 videos, 4,000 subscribers. Break everything down into playlists. I have a playlist on networking tips, one on getting started for new investors, acquisitions. These are successful students, business owners talking about acquisitions or raising money. Whole playlist on women in real estate, virtual assistants, short-term rentals, systems, and some of the many rock stars out of Pace Morby's community, said to you, Gator, etc. Um, what I wanted to point out specifically right now is in my networking tip playlist, how to edit your bio and intro, how and why to make your found list private, how to customize the URL for your Facebook page, 5 ways to engage a post to maximize your visibility, building out a QR code for your Zoom calls as your cover screen, using your smartphone as a business tool, how to do shortcuts on your smartphone, how to work the room at a live meetup. Got a couple other calls that were 35 minutes and 40 minutes on relationships in real estate, building your business through social media. There's a lot here. I would highly recommend you guys watch the cybersecurity video with Justin Kremer. I would highly recommend you guys watch the due diligence for private lending with Melissa Palmer.
Hey, can I ask a question as well?
You sure can.
One of the things that I had heard as well was that, like, obviously on the sub two members, they put like a buy box of the parameters of deals that they're looking for. And then I just heard yesterday that for Gators, that there's such a thing as a lender box, like a lend box
Yeah,
where you put.
yeah.
What's your feelings on that? Like, is that something that you do commonly as well, or not really? And if you
there's a
do,
generic.
where,
I got you. There's a generic phrase been around forever, which is the buy box, right? And so, what are people looking for? State, location, square feet, amenities. And certain people, their buy box is duplex, fourplex, multifamily. They don't what exactly whatever it may happen to be. Yeah, everyone's going to have one. It's a matter of properly identifying it. And it's crazy. Let me share that. Say you want to put it on a Google Doc of all what your buy box is. You could actually come back in here. You can come to your Facebook page, and in your intro down here, these websites, I could say, well, this link right here is a link for my buy box. And if you click that, you'll see my entire buy box. And I'll get with my VA Bell. She's wonderful. There's a way where you could take certain links and then customize them so it says, this is my buy box link. And you click it. So yeah, you're going to have that. And again, your Facebook page, I'm going to say this again, your digital business card to the world. You can put so much stuff in here that really allows you to present yourself as a real estate investor. And that would be, your link, whatever links you have for yourself, your business, and some background. The key, with Facebook, I won't get into it here for a second, is what do we put on the other side, right? What do we post about? And again, we're going to post about the same thing we're going to talk about when we meet successful investors in the social business environment. We're talking about Ford, family, occupation, recreation, dreams. And I do a lot of the recreation stuff. Any of the business thing that I like to do generally, I'll put into my Facebook business page. And so I'll have a Facebook business page, which you create when you have your Facebook page. You have my account here. You can click on where it says menu, and menu gives you an option to open up another page. And the page you open can become your Facebook business page for your LLC. And then my face is my cover photo, and I say that the intro is this LLC is run by myself. And of course, it's an offset. The link alone exists on my page. But it's in here that I might post photos about some of my real estate activity, right? If I'm, working on a house, which I am working on a house, I'm got the longest construction job in the world going on, and I'm at different sporting events, around Southern California and having lunch with people and networking. And here's Jeremy Davis, great guy out of Sub 2, love this guy. Um, but this is where I'll put some motivational memes out on my page. Where do I post on my Facebook page? It's great to post motivational memes on your Facebook page once a week. Motivational Monday, put them on Mondays out there. But what do I use for content? This is a great option to find content. Again, motivational memes. Anyhow, this is, here's a house I bought in Ohio that looked like this when I got it, and we fixed it up. And right before I finished painting it, I should get some new photos, but that's the house. But this is stuff I put on my business page. You need to stay neutral when you post to your page. Family, occupation, recreation, dreams. Stay away from politics. Stay away from religion, global warming, euthanasia, gun control, animal abuse. The war in Ukraine. I mean, these things are all important. But what you really got to think about is how you're presenting yourself. You want to be neutral and palatable. When you send a friend request, always send a message, introduce yourself. When you're getting friend requests, you're not going to get a message at all. I can come into friends over here on my Facebook and look at, I don't think, I may have a couple messages in here, but most of these people have not sent me a message. Now here's, a profile that doesn't have a face. I'm like, okay, really? One of the bunch of people. Okay, which one is Joe rather. This should be a business page. It's KB Estates, not a page with people confirm as a friend. This is a great thing here, but if this person's a real estate investor, am I going to recognize a bull walking down the hall? No, I'm gonna be looking for a face like Kenny K. Wood or Doug Hoyer. So it behooves you when you're accepting firm requests I respond and I'll accept it. I'll say, hey, thank you for your firm request as a copy and paste message in my notes, basically. I'd like to get to know the people I'm adding. Can we talk on the phone? Here's my number. Can I have your phone number? Oh yeah, I have a network. You would like to network with me. Hope to hear from you. Here's my number. And hopefully they'll call me or they'll reply in the message with the phone number. If they reply, then I'm going to text them my number. And say, hey, here's my full contact file. Because with all the contacts on my phone, when I save yours, Nicholas, and I save Saul's contacts to my phone, I'll put your city, state, and zip code. I've built my own contact out for myself. And when you give me your number, I will forward you my full contacts so you have everything. And that's another one of the things that we talked about in the one video about using your smartphone as a business tool. But I say it all the time. All I want to do really is help you guys become as successful as you could be, as quickly as you can get there. And that's going to come from building relationships. I tell people that when we get on our Zoom calls, you guys have your numbers out now, right? So I would really like for Saul, both you and Nicholas, to write down Raphael's number and write down Mark Presswood's number. And Mark's usually is 9 to 5 during the day and jumps in, and he's here right now, which is great. These two guys, I've known them for quite a while, each of them. They're great guys. I'd like the two of you to reach out to all three other guys. Shoot them a text message. Hi, this is Saul Viana. I was on JJ's Zoom call this morning. I was wanting to reach out. Maybe we could get on a Zoom call and get acquainted. On my Wednesday and Saturday calls, we'll have 50, 60 people on the calls with the guest speakers. Everybody's got their phone number up. I'm introducing you guys to people that have been in the group for a while. And the purpose of these connections, and I have all the ladies talk to all the ladies first and eventually get to know everybody. Um, the key is to practice your rap, practice your pitch. What do you say? You can't resonate with a buyer or a seller unless you can resonate first with another investor, right? You need to, you're not going to polish your rap door knocking and cold calling because you're going to get hung up on it, door slammed in your face, right? You need to be engaging with people. Now, when we go engage in our educational community, I'm just going to say it, they're all chasing the deal. The key is to chase the relationship. And so what we practice in this group is chasing the relationship. And when you get on a phone call with someone else, you're going to do a role play of Nicholas has been doing real estate for 47 years now. And he's a senior investor, and I'm going to talk to him and want to get to know about him. And in regular conversation, it goes back and forth. But you want to get to where you're finding that topic of theirs that has to go, oh, you ripped me at my heart here. You want to hear about my new puppy or I just got married or had a grandson. So you want to bounce around through the topics of family, occupation, recreation, and dreams to see what really makes them go pin or pat. And then you stay on that topic. They ask you something about that to get you into the conversation, you answer it, and quickly as you can take it right back to them. But the key is to polish your comfort at literally interviewing, talking to, creating dialogue with someone for the purpose of making them feel comfortable in talking to you. Practice this, right? Then you switch. Then Nick, you become the new investor, and someone becomes a 30-year, 40-year experienced investor. Because now, as you're listening to him ask you questions, then you, oh, these are the questions I should ask. So then when you flip and you start your own pitch towards him, Nick, he's going to go, oh my God, Nicholas is asking me questions I didn't think to ask. But as you practice it with the likes of Rafael Orozco and Mark Presswood and Justin Kremer and Sonny Sukumar and Big Mike Laura and the other guys in the group, you're going to get better and better at doing this, which is being yourself, creating dialogue, finding commonality, ideally in a setting where it's calm and peaceful and you can get quality conversation, unlike these things where it's like 300 people in a room and you can't hear yourself scream, So the most important thing about what we're doing is relationship. Come to my website, and of course, you can scroll down all the way to the bottom. One of the cool parts I like testimonials, my buddy Bob McIntosh, a couple of who else is in here? Amy Majori, she's wonderful.
She's incredible. I saw her podcast.
Yeah, Munif Saza, another great guy, Jamie Saunders. Yeah, Amy had something really nice to say too. What you have to say? Yeah, and I've known her for years. She's wonderful. I come back to the top of my page, guys. I'm coming down to where I said JJ's quotes. And you can hear it all the time. Your network is your net worth. It's really the quality of the people you're hanging out with. Show me who the 5 or 6 people you hang out with. This is going to greatly impact your direction. When you network is not just going somewhere, but going there with an intention. Certain things you want to do. When you're adding a friend, you want to get their phone number and their phone number as quickly as possible. Because I want to get on the phone and get to know someone. Do I even resonate with them? Do they resonate with me? No sense in just adding 100 people to my friends list. If I don't speak to them, don't get to know them, I don't know what they have. It might be something that I need. I don't know what they need. It might be something I have. But if I'm just randomly adding names, what values my friends is absolutely none. Get the phone number. Work with intention. Don't chase the deal. Chase the relationship. Don't know how many people are just out there chasing the deal. Chase the
Yeah.
relationship. Good or bad, if the deal can go good, the deal can go bad. But if the result is you have a quality relationship out of that experience, then you've done it the right way. We need to be active. We need to be visible. I go to the events. I go. I don't talk to anybody, but I go. I get on the Zoom calls, but I don't turn my camera on, but I go. Sitting back in the stands does not put you in the game. You're either in the driver's seat or you're not. You don't market your business, you market yourself. People need to know who you are because it's not who you know, but who knows you. Networking done right leads to visibility. Visibility done right leads to opportunity. This is what it's all about. We all want the same opportunity, the opportunity to build relationships, good friendships with successful people. And how are we going to do that? By building rapport. And how do we build rapport? Based on discovering marketing commonality. And what vehicle do we utilize for commonality? Our digital business card, which is our Facebook page, allows us to build those relationships, allows us to take advantage of the opportunity. But if we're not visible, if we're not engaging, if we're not making ourselves visible, we're not making ourselves available for the opportunity to get to know really phenomenal people. If you're not visible, then you're invisible. Opportunity walks right past you. If you're not memorable, you're forgettable. So those are my quotes. Repeated them a few times, maybe. Um, yeah, I made a couple notes as alluding to these notes earlier. There's certain things you want to keep in mind. One is you meet people, what's really cool. If you need to, not cool or not, but part of the process, you need to follow up, right? So you get on these calls, and I want you to reach out to the other three guys. And what are they going to do? They're going to follow up with you. What are you going to do? Okay, when can we get together? You got to practice the art of following up. You had to make yourself open to that. And I'll see someone's name pop up on my Facebook under they posted something. I'm like, who is this person? I'm like, hey, I've got their number in my phone. They're on my friends list. We've got Facebook messages exchanged. We just lost touch because it happens. So what do? I reach out to, hey, can we reconnect? Can we get back in touch? Why? Because what am I doing this for? I'm doing this for my business. So I want to build relationships and keep relationships fresh. And so when we get into these educational communities, we're buying two things. We're buying the actual education curriculum itself and the opportunity to engage with the community. Right. My thing is, I don't know, my networking group is designed to help you maximize your opportunity to engage with the community. I don't charge anything. I'll say it right now. It's like, how can this be free? But I'll teach you how to leverage my group for the benefit of you, your business, your family, your legacy. You then take these skills, you use them in Sub 2, you use them in Gator, you use them in any other group you're with to be visible, to create engagement, to know where you want to drive a conversation to. If people are new and not quite sure what to ask, start getting to know about them. And there'll be people that you're going to find maybe the good part of this is people you don't want to talk to. You just see you're not clicking. You're not really, hey, thank you very much. That someone's asked me one time, well, what if I go to Squat Up Summit and I'm talking to somebody and I'm not feeling it. Well, you just say thank you very much for your time. Really, there's a lot of people that I'd really like to get to talk to some other folks. I thought, so please forgive me. Maybe we could talk again later. But I'm gonna work the room a little bit. And that's probably the politest way to go about saying it because it's no harm, no foul. Just because we meet someone and we don't click doesn't mean they're a bad person or we are. Just you know, go on to the next one. Go on to the next one. It's going to be another door, going to be another client. We have to prepare, get ready mentally. Not just for business, but continue using every opportunity to talk to someone to polish what we're doing. It's about being in the room. We pay the price to be in the room. Some rooms cost more than others, you know, but when you get into the room, how do you maximize your time in the room? How do you work the room? That's one of the little notes I have. Voicemail. Guys, if you can have voicemail on your phones, um, turn it on, have it work. I just called somebody and said the voicemail's not working. Like, how can you be a real estate investor and not have your voicemail working? Magic bullets, right? We're all going to get so many magic bullets. Um, keep in mind how you want to use them. And the most important magic bullet is which one? It's the first one, right? So if you reach out to someone, like I had a friend of mine had someone reach out from another country and soliciting financial support. And the individual, was seeing who else might be interested in providing that. And I said, well, are you vetting out the opportunity? How do you know where this money is going? Is there, you know, and these are just the questions that I'd asked. But he asked if I would communicate with the other individual in Africa. I said, I'll talk to anybody. Let's see where this goes. And it was just so difficult to even get to a point. And again, it's not that I'm not out to help people, but I wasn't resonating with the person that I should have been resonating with. And that can happen from something like this or something in another city, another state on a real estate transaction. So the key, guys, is who are you resonating with? How are you presenting yourself so that you resonate with others? What I'm trying to do with my group, I run my group like a cocktail party at my house. Sit down, grab a pool cue, shoot some pool. We try to create an environment within our group where I like to think we focus on these Zoom calls so that when we have an opportunity to get acquainted with somebody, because the more people you speak to, the more experience you're going to have at working your app, developing your app, learning from others, but also you're going to be speaking to other investors in this group. Some may be in Gator, and some may be in your community or in another community. But what you're going to find is as you mix through this world, if you're not chasing the deal all the time, you may make some great relationships with people that will then be able to introduce you to others. And that's what the key to network. You only get so many magic bullets. So this guy, makes me a little bit leery on the second time to, you know, be as open. Does that make sense, guys? Like, did it sound like a great opportunity right off the bat? No, it didn't. And so a lot of times, you know, go with your gut before you do something because you only get one real magic bullet, and that's the first one. And
Oh,
and you have to make sure that that lines up right, it presents itself right, your pitch is right, your presentation is right. Because although every deal might not go through, what you're also looking to do is are you building relationships with key people? Because as you know, have opportunities, you want to present them to people that really, doing great things. Couple little notes that we talked about following up, always follow up on everything. One of my favorite ones, I got to do a video on this one. Don't wear black. Don't wear black. Go to an event, don't wear black. Why? Everybody's wearing black. You're going to blend in with every single other person. I went to Pace came to LA a couple weeks ago, and the whole room is black. I'm wearing this Laker yellow golden hoodie, big sweatshirt. You could see me across the whole area. I was the only one that stood out. So you need to be memorable, not forgettable. Some guys like wearing a cowboy hat, wear a team football jersey, wear just a bright color. Only real men can wear pink. I can see Saul sporting a pink shirt, but colorful, neon green, bright blue, red. Um, but when you go to these events, you want to stand out as opposed to melting into the black background. So don't wear black. And I think we talked to another one, always be visible because opportunities await. The opportunities are there. The money's there. People go, how to find a private money lender? How to find a private money lender? Money's out there. It's plentiful, right? But you need to be visible up front and you need to create that visibility consistently. And that means,
JJ, can I ask a question on
yeah,
that?
yeah,
So just like as kind of like a newer person to Pace's kind of program too. Um, I know, and talking with Rob, and obviously hearing from you, building the relationships is key. I
yeah,
guess my my question is the relationships, like let's say the first tier of relationships that to be built
Yeah,
are community members, sub twos and gators. That should be priority versus the community, like the agents, the contractors, the wholesalers. That would be like a tier two relationship building. Like, is
I'd
that how you
agree.
would approach it?
I'd agree. You know, because in the beginning, who are we engaging with the most? Are we engaging with agents and brokers and real estate attorneys and escrow officers? No, title people? No, we're not. You know, we're in an education group. We're going to meetups. We're on Zoom calls with people. We have numbers that are available to us. In my group, you're going to be meeting other real estate students from over 50 different groups. So you've registered for my group, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you saw that question. There's people in my group from over 50 education groups. So as we have questions, being able to engage with other people that have walked that road before us and had to make that decision before us can help us out. And again, we want to post about different things. And it's some we could go on that a different that's a whole new another Zoom call. But um posting so that we're visible. You need to build your network before you need it. You need to build your visibility so that I've had people say, well, I have this great investment opportunity. I really need help, and I'm going to lose this thing. I'm going to lose all my EMD, and no one's responding to my post. I say, well, how many times have you posted in the last couple months before that? Well, none, but this is a good opportunity. Yeah, if you don't need to be consistent, you need to build your visibility up. Um, it's about how do you tag posts? How do you like posts? How do you respond to posts? Um, all posts should be visible. Facebook's a visual platform. So when you make a post in any group or on your own page, have a photo, have a website link, use a GIF image because those are really fun and cute and moving and amusing. When you respond to a post, when you comment on somebody else's post, and I have a post right here about being visible on Facebook, is the 5 ways to engage a post. Heidi Cheslin, myself, she's wonderful. And so, yeah, I would definitely watch that video because that's a video that's going to directly apply to every single group you're in, every single person that sees your posts, how to get your posts out there. And this is just the beginning. There's so much more than me. I mean, Ryan Pineda's got a whole huge group about this. There are other people that will charge a lot of money for this. People are, how come you're not charging for this? Well, you know what? I'm not right now. So jump on board while you can. Um, but I promise you guys, if you use the things I teach you, people will know your name and your face before they know you personally, before they ever hear your voice. And when they do, it's because your name now precedes you. And when your name precedes you regularly, consistently, your name becomes your brand. Nicholas Carlson, brother, there's going to be no other Nicholas Carlson. Salviano, there's going to be no one as Salviano. Your name becomes your brand. Name, face recognition. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. Oh, yeah, I'm a real estate investor. They're going to like you because you're just like them. People work with people that are just like them. People work with people that they know, like, and trust. But trust doesn't even come into the equation if you don't have no one like. It's about building relationships, building your visibility, letting people know who you are, networking with intention, not being afraid to step up and say something. Most people are like, oh my God, the stranger talked to me. No, I'm going to reach out to the investors that are coming across my path. I'm going to meet him at an event with Nicholas. Nicholas, I'm going to take a photo together. I'm going to text it to him. He's got my number. He's got my photo. He's got my name. I've got his number, his name, his photo. I'm going to follow up with him now to see if he'd like to stay in touch and connect and network, join my networking group. But I know that by experience, anytime I go to an event of 100 people, I'll be lucky if I get 10 people that want to continue to stay in touch. And when you're there, nine out of 10 are going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested. And then when you reach out, they're like, yeah, I don't really have time. Not everyone's going to see the value of what you do. But it's about being around people that see the value of what you're doing And in my group, we're all proactive about building relationships. Everyone in my group will help you because they've been in the same exact spot you are, as being the new person to the group. I want to learn how to live with social media. I want to learn how to be visible. I want to learn how to build my business by building relationships. It's that simple. There is no catch. Being with the group for a while, Mark, what value are the things we teach? What value is the group to helping the new investor get where they want to go?
Well, me being an investor, I spent $80,000 on an education platform that went defunct in 2020, and I think JJ's group provides way more value than the $80,000 that I paid. And when that company blew up and deleted 5,000 paid customers, JJ's totally different in regards to he's supporting his 5,000 friends in his community that are highly vetted, and we're all making money together. It's just a matter of time by being visible and just connecting.
You're awesome,
Easy
Mark.
peasy.
You know, what I do try and do, you can call it vetting people, is vetting people. I need to get to know the people that join the group. If I don't get to know you, you're not going to know how the group can benefit you. If I don't get to know you, I'm not going to know what you need, who I need to introduce you to, what things we might want to focus on. Um, I'm going to ask you guys right now, Nick, can I look at your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Is this you here?
Yeah.
Okay, not yet, but we that can be definitely rectified. So one of the things I do exactly this every time I see someone's profile. I look at the front. Is there a cover photo? Is there name face recognition? I come in to see if they are in real estate, are they, how are they portraying themselves this way? I see the sub two hat, and then I always continue down to here to see if the friends list is visible to the public.
Hmm.
No, I guess we're still recording here, right? So um I think that your friends list should not be visible to the public, and here's why. Scammers follow the Bitcoin, crypto, and real estate industries on social media.
Yeah.
And one of the common scams is if your friends list is visible to the public, they will download your cover photo, download your profile photo, go to Hotmail, create a brand new email address, come back to Facebook, create a brand new profile, and they're going to name it after you and use your photos. Why do they do this? Just for the fun of it? They go into your friends list. They can see every single person because it's visible to the public. They send everyone a friggin' friend request. You're not being hacked. You have no idea this is happening. More than likely, no one's going to tell you. They think it's you, or you're already friends, or they just ignore it.
Yeah.
And then after about 4 or 5 months, they then send out a Facebook message from that page that looks like it's you. And it says, "Hi, this is JJ. I really need your help. I'm out of town on a business trip, and someone stole my phone, stole my wallet, and I can't get home. If you could please send me $500 to my Uncle Donald Duck at this Western Union account number, he'll help me get home. And I promise you next week I'll send you $200 along with your 500 bucks." Well, then you have family and friends racing to help their beloved Saul Carlson or Nicholas Viana on the premise that they're going to help you. You have real estate people that know you very well or
Yeah.
don't know you well at all, but hey, I'm a gator. I'm going to make a 40% return on a 1 week hold. I'll do that all day long. I can float 500 bucks for a week. So because your friends list is visible to the public, your friends are in jeopardy of one day
Yeah.
possibly, so and I say this way too, it's no one's business who's on your friends list. I will go there, I will see who all of our mutual friends are,
Yeah.
but I don't need to see everybody else. So there's a video also on my YouTube channel on
Hmm.
how to make your friends list private, how and why. But there's something else I don't know if I should share this.
Hmm. So do you have it public, or I mean, no, you don't have it public, but you like your audience only like you can see it, or what is it exactly?
You mean my Facebook page?
No, no, your friends list, like
My friends list
So-
is private, so all you can see on my friends list are the mutual friends you and I have together.
Okay.
In our case, Nicholas, we have 88 mutual friends. So that's
Mhm.
what you'll see when you come to my page. If I come to Saul's page, let me have a look at his page here. Okay, and Saul and I have 148 mutual friends, and his friends is also visible to the public.
Yeah, I got to update my too.
Okay, well,
But I hear you.
Yeah.
Facebook, as far as the scammers, is out of control. It's an epidemic.
so Saul, here's
Yeah.
your page now, right? Great cover photo. Your page and Nicholas's page have a similarity in the profile photo. We could put more stuff in here.
Yeah.
And then, well, let's talk about the friends list for a second, right here. I'm going to come back this way. And to make your friends list private, on some people, let's see here. Saul, on yours of friends. Oh, your friends things to the side just like mine is. Okay, cool. And then nice cover photo. And the same thing with Nicholas. His is also off to the side just like mine is. Boy, that wasn't the frequent way for quite a while. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to come and find that friends thing. Click on that tab. You can have both your list of your friends, or two vertical columns rather, not both lists. And then off to the right side, it's going to say friend request, find friends, and these three dots. See, now if I come to someone else's page and I do that, I don't see those three options over here. But on my own page, when I click the three dots, it will say edit privacy, and I'll make all three of those only me. It's no one's business who's on my friends list. It's no one's business who I'm following. It's no one's business who my followers are. No one needs to get on to Saul's page and see that that he's following the Hawaiian Tropic Bikini team, right? That's just who's he's
Yeah.
following. No one needs to know that, or no one needs to know that the Hawaiian Tropic Bikini team is following Nicholas. So there's certain things that you don't want to share. Now, say for example, you've got kids or grandkids, and there are people that they want to post things for their family and friends, but they don't want to share it to the real estate community. Does that make sense? When you come to a post, this globe here you can click, you can pick, certain ways of how you want to share groups with, whether it be with the public or your friends of friends. But when you come into your home page, which is up here, come on now. You can click friends over here on the side. And now you can make custom lists, such as I have, I don't know, Harley ride, people that ride Harley Davidson's friends of mine. But you can have those custom lists you can make. And then you could then limit, like, for example, family only. You only want family seeing the kids or the grandkids. And then you would just then pick that specific list. Hey guys, thanks a lot. We're going to end this call. We're kind of dragging on a bit. Hope you liked it. If you need anything else, just message me, comment back, and we'll talk to you soon. Over now.